today I wanted to quickly show you how we handle document operations for one of the clients. So the major problem was they had documents all over the place into SharePoint, Google Drive, Notion, and it was very difficult for them to search the right document whenever it was required. Okay, so we built an n8n workflow. What it basically does is we created a Notion database with all the multiple sources. I'll show you quickly. So basically, we have a database of file name, file type, date created, the folder path, the file URL from multiple sources. So once we had the compilation done, we wanted a way to tag and summarize the documentation. So this is the workflow we have built. What it does is looks through every Notion database item, look through each file, downloads the file, look for which type it is, like is it a PDF, image, PPT, whichever the file it is. Okay. So to summarize PDFs and log files, document files are easy with the AI, so we can directly summarize them. For PPTs, XLSX, CSV files, it was difficult, so we used CloudConvert to first convert them to PDF and then basically summarize the documents. For image, we used OCR. This was the main flow, which summarizes the document and creates a tag and gets it back to the Notion. Let's jump into the workflow directly and see how it was built. So this is the workflow. What it does is fetches the Notion item. If it's a SharePoint path, it downloads the SharePoint. It is connected to Azure API via Graph API. If it's a Google Drive, download it from there. Now there's a switch which checks for whether it's a document, PDF, JPG, which is the file. Okay, so if it's an image, it goes to OCR image analyzer. Basically, I'm using GPT 4.0 to summarize, and there's a text input about what it needs to look for. Similarly, if it's a PDF doc, there's a summarization change, and the model is GPT-5. We can change the model and play around how the output is. And this is the CloudConvert. This was a bit challenging to solve at the start, but I was able to hook the CloudConvert API and then have every file converted, which was PPT, PPTX, or any other CSV files to a PDF format, and it helped me to summarize the document. We're doing some normalization, and here's the tag assistant. So basically, some instructions about what it needs to do, and then it creates a lexicon about okay, these are the texts which are allowed, and it pushes back to them. Let's see for one of the file in motion and how it behaves. This is the PPTX file and live demos. All right, so it picks up the file. It's a Google Drive file, so it checks for the switch. Now it has a CloudConvert. Okay, so what it does basically, it creates a job at the backend in the CloudConvert. So I'm calling a CloudConvert v2 job with import, upload, and convert to PDF. But basically, it does this. It imports the file, converts the file to PDF, then exports the file back. Once it is done, okay, the flow is still running. While it is running, I'll just explain what it does in the backend. It downloads the file, then it creates a job in the CloudConvert, and okay, this got completed. Let's see, it's given us. Okay, so it added the labels, what the file is about, and a description summary. So okay, now so this has some of the files which has already processed, and that I need to process it. So basically, it gives me the label and description, and now I can have filters to basically identify the file which is product based or infographic or how to guide and all those. Okay, so it's easy for us to find the files which are present in multiple locations like SharePoint, Google Drive, and everywhere. Let's see how the CloudConvert plays in the background. I need to use the authorization, the body, and everything. It's connected to the CloudConvert API tool basically, and it gives me the task details and where it need where it needs to upload the file. Okay, so I need to give it the file location. So this is the file location, and pass in all the sign-ins which I received from the job upload, like the algorithm, the date. So this is like a sign in to the cloud storage. In the backend, it's requiring a cloud storage file which uploads in the backend. Once it is done that, it gives me the data, and then I wait. Okay, so I'll check for the job to convert the file back, and once the status is finished, I'll get the file to be downloaded back to the, so basically it's just converted from PPTX to a PDF file. Once I have the PDF file, this is a summarization chain which runs and summarize the document. And this is the normalized summary, which I'm just formatting back the way I like it. Similarly for the image, it analyzes the image, and I've given some text input like, okay, these are the write a 3-4 sentence summary. Once I have it back, I have the summary and a tag which gets added back to the Notion item. So this is how we have built it. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.